Born and raised in the lonesome, dreams in my hand. A little sassy but a whole lot of grace. You'll see that fire when you look in my face. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide. Family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night. Keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday night lights, cheering for the Astros under tech. Burn a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide. Family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night. I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday Astros under Texas skies. A little bit stubborn, a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide. Family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the smoke, keep my soul burning bright. From the bluebonnet fields to the city streets, every step I take feels like home to me. With a little sass and a lot of pride, this Texas girl's got nothing to hide. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide. Aside from the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Magnifying glasses in the neon light. Bubblegum brains cracking every clue. True crime lollipops coming after you. Pop, pop, goes the mystery's lock. Sweet detectives ticking like a clock. With sugar and grit, they won't stop. True crime, get rock. Gummy shoe prints laid them down the street. Chocolate wrappers hiding secrets sweet. They don't miss a beat, they've got a knack. With licorice ropes pulling, twist the wrapper to reveal the truth. A sticky web spun by a candy soup. No sour lies can escape the grip. These lollipops.
Sebastian, sweet boy, where have you gone? The sun sets low, but we keep marching on. The wind whispers your name soft through the pines. And these hearts of mine, roads are endless, the nights are cold. just lingers. It's more than we can bear. We carry a flag in our hands, through shadows and valleys, through shifting sands. Are endless, the nights are cold, but your story's a lie. We'll never let go. Where are you, sweet boys? Searching the hills, the rivers, the plains. You deserve better. Oh, you deserve better. And your army is fighting through heartache and pain. Right through heartache and pain.
Hello, everybody. Can y'all hear me okay? Hello, hello. Somebody let me know if y'all can hear me all right. I would appreciate it. Hello. It's choppy. Okay, let me go out, leave StreamYard, and come back in. Hold on, guys. I will be back. Hello. Can y'all hear me? Somebody let me know. Hello, hello. Can y'all hear me now? Is it any better? Somebody let me know, please. Better. Yay. All right. Good deal. Well, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry for the technical difficulties. It is what it is. That's all I know. My goodness, I tell you. StreamYard just doesn't want to work correctly. And even our chat is like changing before my eyes. I remember Brenda Sue and Chuchi and Daniel. I remember Miss Kathy coming in. If anybody else came in there before Jen and Georgia, I apologize. Hopefully I'll go from here and we'll catch everybody, but I hate technology, y'all. Hello, beautiful Jen. How are you doing? I hope you're feeling better and you are still in my prayers. Miss Kathy, how are you? Lori, hello. Me and you. Always good to have you. Let's see, Miss Rhonda. Hello, hello. Wannabe Sleuthin', how are you doing? Kelly Holcomb, hello there. Brenda Sue, we're going to talk about all that in just a second, I promise. Hey, Daisy Dukes. Little Miss Sharon, hello, hello. Kimberly, how are you doing? So good to have you. Valley Gal, hello, hello. Daniel over here eating donuts. Let's see here. Choochie, hey. So glad you're here with us. Jilly B, hello. Nisi Marie, good to have you. Lisa King, always good to have you. Well, hello, Mama. How are you? Kelly East, hello to you. And hello to my beautiful friend, Keely. Let's see who else we got here. Do, 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 do. TJ, hello, hello. Just my girls. How are you doing? I hope it's not still choppy, y'all. If I need to go out and come back in again, y'all just let me know. Hey, Jacqueline. Hi, Kai. How you doing? Thank y'all for being here. Teresa, always good to have you, darling. Let's see, Elaine, how are you doing? So good to have you with us. Texas Plain Jane, my Texas girl. So good to have you with us today. Tap dancer Lizzie, hello, hello. We got us a house full today, y'all. Hi, Ruby for Justice. Good to have you. Let's see, anybody else sneaking up in here? I don't want to miss anybody. I don't want to. YouTuber, hello, hello. Come sneaking in here with us. Mama, how you doing? Cinderella, hello, hello. Hey, Narita. Cool Cougar, so good to have you. Hi, Miss Peggy and Belinda. Hello to y'all. Pebbles, hi. Hi, Mama Todd. Man, we got us a house full today. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate y'all so, so much. Happy Friday, everybody. Made it through the week. Man, oh man. What a week. What a night last night. You can't see chat. Oh my goodness. Oh, Daniel, you're silly. Well, guys, before we get started on anything else, I would like to say this. Hey, Gina, good to have you with us. If anyone is interested in going over and having a discussion and hearing what I have to say about what went on last night, put a 1 in chat because we will do that over on What the Fuss. I would rather not do it here on the channel. We talk about Sebastian because it's very, very disturbing. Can y'all hear my ringtone? Sorry. I like me some Stevie Nicks. While y'all are doing that, look at Jen, been a member for 11 months. Oh my goodness. She says, "Hey everyone, thank you, Lolly, for all you do." I love you, Jen. Thank you so much for being here, being part of the family for almost a whole year. Goodness, we got a lot of ones here. How many do I put? Me and you, says Chi. You like Stevie Nicks? That was Crystal Vision is one of my very, very, very favorite songs she does. Hi, Rory. How are you? Welcome, welcome, Catfish. Hello. Hello to everybody coming in. Thank y'all all so much. All right. If you haven't subbed up, make sure if one of my mods would put What the Fuss in the link for it, and everybody can go sub up real quick before we get going. Jen and Georgia are, look, Jen and Georgia, we're twins. You and YouTuber are twins. Guys, we have twins in the house. Oh my gosh. YouTuber, thank you for being with us for 11 months. Oh my goodness, it is amazing to have you as part of our family. We love you. Thank you for that. What the fuss? We're going to talk about all that fuss tonight. I guarantee you, I got some stuff to say. Now, I will say this. Trigger warning. We'll just put it that way. Everybody come prepared. Lord help us. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers went missing on February 26th, 2024. Not a trace of him has been seen since. And people seem to try to do some really hateful things with his case. And it's absolutely gross. But we're not going to talk about that right now. We will save that 9 p.m. Central Time tonight over on What the Fuss. That's right. That's right. Oh, Deanna. Deanna says, put your big girl panties on for later. That is 100% right. Because I have some questions. I'm very, very, very confused, but we'll talk about it all tonight on What the Fuss. Okay, guys, make sure to sub up and join us tonight because we're going to listen to how it all went down. It's absolutely insane, crazy. But the question is it a true statement? Is it true? That's my question because not one person denied it. Let's talk about that tonight. Y'all come back at 9 p.m. tonight and join us over on What the Fuss. Kiki, I am so sorry. I have been trying all day long to slow down enough to text you. How did it go last night, Kiki? I was hoping you would come in. 9 p.m. Central Time. That's when we'll go. And I will put that active. I have it all ready to go, scheduled and everything. But I didn't know if y'all wanted to do it or not. It's no fun when you go over there and you got like just a couple of people. Yay, Kiki, how exciting! Y'all, Kiki's son is in his last year of high school, and his football team won last night in the playoff game, so they advance. How awesome! Way to go. I bet you're glad you went now, huh? Now that it's all over and done with. Hello to everybody coming in. Y'all come on in. My mods are dropping the link to What the Fuss tonight at 9 p.m. Central. We're going to have a discussion about all the things that happened last night. So if y'all'd like to join us, y'all come on over and join us tonight on What the Fuss. They're dropping, hi Cole, they're dropping the link there for everybody to see. And y'all, sometimes it's just too obvious. Come on already. Lord help them. But we got some stuff to talk about tonight. So y'all come on over. Let's see. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah, by the way, I haven't been kidnapped. Okay. Just thought I would throw that out there, be a smartass. You know, that's how I roll. Oh, my goodness. Anyways, oh, Mama 70. I got questions. I got so many questions. So many questions. Not one time was any of that debunked. Me and you's bringing her snacks. She's gonna bring her snacks, because she likes them, snacks. Hey, Diana. Hey, Aretha Bell. How are you? Yeah, if you're having issues with chat, y'all might want to go out and come back in. So I don't know what is going on. There must be solar flares happening somewhere. But anyways, okay, guys, today we're going to talk about the private investigator. What does he know? We all know Mr. Fish Sticks himself. And there's been a few things that have actually come about on that I've heard of, and so I want to listen to some of the things he says over on the Lore Lodge. He gets really frustrated, y'all. He gets all kinds of mixed up and stumbling around and all kinds of things. But I thought I would entertain you guys first before we go and watch him, just so you got visual, okay? Let me share these with you real quick because I really think y'all are going to enjoy these a lot. A lot, a lot. So, just to refresh your memory, everybody, this is Mr. Fisher, the PI. Is it going to show? Hello, hello. Okay, there it went. Jen, it's alive. So, just sharing with you, this is Mr. Fisher. This is the private investigator the Proudfoots have hired for mass destruction, basically, because he did absolutely nothing good. Let me share with you a few of Mr. Fisher's pictures. Y'all be ready because we have Mr. Fisher once again. Not Mrs. Fisher, folks. Mr. Fisher. Holly, hang on and I'll get that, I promise. And then, to make the family complete, oh, here's the real profile picture. I didn't do this, y'all. This is him doing it. But always to make the family complete, you need a grandfather. When I say these people are up to no good, I'm telling you, they are up to no good. Holly says he looks like some chick on a college campus who's about to attend the protest. Yeah, you got to look different when you go stalking on people. I just thought y'all would enjoy those few pictures here of Mr. Fisher himself, because he likes to take pictures. I would think after a time he would decide, hey, maybe I should change my glasses. every time I do this, but hey, it is what it is. Anyways, just wanted to share those with you. I thought that was quite comical. So while we are getting this all going, I am going to put our banner up so we can have copyright purposes going. We're going to go put a tiny bit of music going because you got to do it all the right way. And let's get busy here. Let's listen to the Lore Lodge because Brenda Sue, you're welcome. I had to share it with y'all. Cheryl says, I thought Halloween was over. That's so funny. Oh, y'all are gonna make me crack up. Okay, let's listen to this. We're gonna listen for a little bit, but I want everybody to make sure to pay attention to his words, okay? He's so careful with his words, and you'll find him trying to avoid certain things. So here we go.
I got into a bit of an interaction with Steve Fisher here, who's a private investigator working on the case. It was a little bit tense, but I think we've gotten to a good spot where we agree we're doing this for the right reasons. We're in the same place mentally, even if we at the moment disagree on what may have happened in this case. So, I think what I have been wondering this whole time is, where is the other side coming from in this? And I thought there's no better way to get to the bottom of that, no better way to understand some of the claims that have come out from you, Steve, than to sit here and have you on the show to ask you. So if you'd like to introduce yourself, I'll give you the floor.
Oh my goodness. Hang tight, guys. And currently, there's no sound for him.
All right. So I guess one question I think that I would have and a lot of other people had is, you say you're a private investigator. Obviously, you're licensed in several states. States tend to have different regulations. Here in Pennsylvania, you have to be a detective for 3 years first. So one thing I think a lot of people would love to know is, what are your credentials and how did you get into this line of work?
So originally, I thought my career path was going to be aviation. And it oddly started through that. I got my commercial pilot's license. And I was building time. One of the jobs I got as an apprentice was with the state of Texas and their aircraft fleet, and one department being the Attorney General's.
Lord help us. What is up with all this?
Searches that would be conducted that using the state aircraft, and so I got into as a fixed wing pilot to a private team in Texas that this is 25 years ago. So this is before thermal drones and whatnot. So we were mainly looking for like down aircraft or people that were lost in really remote areas using FLIR and whatnot. And so I always have stayed with search and rescue, and I started, search and rescue involves a degree of investigation, right? It has to usually you have an investigator with you because it's usually you're a branch, or extension for that search of law enforcement.
Guys, I apologize so much for the glitchiness. And hello, Angel of Light. Hello, PJ. How are you? Anybody else coming in? Hello to y'all. Thank y'all all for being here. Appreciate it. Hate the glitch because he says some important stuff here. Things that were overlooked. Let's try to keep going. I've got it sped up just a little bit. And before we take off, I'm going to try to slow it down a tad. I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, let's just slow it down a little bit. See if this will help.
Right.
And from there, it just kind of it went into where I became in-house investigator for a law firm that specialized in family law. So there was custodial interference cases, which are essentially, these are dealing with wealthier cases and stuff, and kind of trickier situations. And from there, then I went ahead and decided to get my PI license, just because there is a fine line when you're working search and rescue as to where you cross over into, actually working as an investigator.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of where it evolved from.
Gotcha. So it was kind of the logical next step. You were getting more directly involved, trying to make a career out of this.
Well, I never intended, to be honest with you, the investigation to be a full-time career. There was other careers. I've had other careers that I love, and
Okay, we're going to skip through a few of this because I really don't care about his past. He thinks his career's amazing. He's been publicized. So here's where he starts talking about Sebastian. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? But let's listen to what he says about the Sebastian Rogers case. Here we go.
Rogers, while I was covering Riley Strain, and I went, okay, well, there's not really any connective tissue here. They're 7 years apart.
Okay, guys, we're fixing to go a different route. I'm fixing to use my phone. This is ridiculous. We've all seen him. If you want to look at him, I can always put one of his 3 pictures up there for you. But hang tight. Let me pull it up here on my phone, and we will just listen to it because he says some really important things here. Let's see here.
Well, there's not really any connective tissue here. They're 7 years apart. One is on the autism spectrum, and for the most part seems to be, a homebody. The other one is a 22-year-old at University of Missouri. Different. One's rural, one's city. It just didn't seem to have connective tissue.
Can y'all hear that okay? Is that all right? Somebody let me know if y'all can hear that much better. I want to do the right thing. Do the right thing. Look, we'll put him up here for us, okay? Y'all can look at him and not me. Yes? Okay. All right, here we go. Let's listen, guys.
So really quickly, just give a little bit more background on that as well. We have been covering a following up series on the smiley face killer phenomenon. And so the reason why Riley Strain landed on our desk the reason why Riley Strain specifically landed on our desk that way was because he, at the time that he went missing, very much fit the profile that we had already done several videos on. So that was just another reason why that was the focus.
Yeah. So we were looking for specifically this one kind of thing. I'm going to be straight up. I still think foul play seems like a strong possibility in Riley Strain's case as well. But so I saw the name Sebastian Rogers and I went, well, weird, but doesn't look like it's related. And it's also ongoing. I don't want to get into this. I started covering Riley Strain only after they found him. So, because I don't like to get involved in ongoing cases for exactly the reason you might guess after the last 2 weeks. It's not my thing. I'm a historian. I'm not a missing person investigator on the ground. So for me, I was like, all right, not going to touch this. And then, as you know, I was contacted by somebody who asked me to look into it, and that's how I got started. So for you, you're out in California, right?
Yeah.
So what was?
I live in California.
Primarily, you're out in California. So what was it that brought you into this case in rural Tennessee?
Riley Strain. I was an investigator family on that case. Yeah.
Oh, so you worked with the Strain family?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. They brought me in. I was consulting with him while he was still missing, just as a search and rescue expert on potential.
Now, keep in mind, he's a search and rescue expert, but he didn't find him. Okay, let's clarify that. That's how well trained he is.
Areas to search, and we were, I was working on calculating when he might surface if he was in the water based on water temps and his body weight and stuff, and where he might be. And it just so you know, I can hear you fine, but I don't know if it's on your end. The screen is going to your logo, and then when it goes back to you, it's frozen, and back to your logo. But I can hear you fine.
On the software.
What I'm seeing is like you're frozen right now,
Gotcha.
but I can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with
Oh, no problem.
Wi-Fi, yeah.
aren't we?
No problem.
We're on the internet, but
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Computer's probably just working too hard.
Yeah.
It's got 3 4K cameras rolling into it. This one's probably just overloading the system.
Yep.
Not a problem. I hear. So I was on the Riley Strain case, and listen, I had no intention of getting involved in this case either, because my former PI partner, for lack of a better word, we didn't have an agency here, but we did all our cases together. She's based in Nashville. She was actually on the case. She was retained by staff, and she is an amazing investigator, and there's absolutely no reason for me to be involved. And one, I mean, she wouldn't have brought me in. She didn't need my help. And two, it'd be weird, it just wasn't an option. I wasn't going to, I hadn't talked to Chris or anything. But what I was doing, just as a civilian, is I was putting on my Twitter some based off search and rescue, theory, and
It takes him 500,000 minutes just to basically say, I'm a search and rescue person, and I saw Sebastian's case and, started looking into it. My gosh. We're fixing to speed him up a little better. And girls, good job, because, when you open an account in October of 2025, that's a dig at me for the Oilers fans, because that's Houston Oilers, of course. I don't know, CP, you could do better than that, you and your little minions. Anyways, here we go. I'm gonna get past all the mumbo jumbo. Let's get to the meat of and potatoes of it here, guys.
My client is Sebastian, and they're the guardians that have the ability to sign. What I want to make clear is that I've never ever worked for a defense attorney or a prosecutor. I'm boots on the ground. I find people. I'm more search and rescue than anything. But when I work, if I was to find any, real evidence that Chris and Gabe were involved, I would be the first one. I wouldn't hesitate for a second to contact TBI or whoever it may be.
Wait a minute. Let's go back a little bit. I want to hear this again. I want to make sure we all hear this loud and clear. Let's see.
Yeah, and I don't want to, success people would just turn it into into a whole PR stunt, and say, well, you're not working with us. And so to avoid that and not give them any drama, I don't need, we're just doing my own investigation with it. So I don't want to give the impression that I'm saying I'm working with law enforcement on this. I'm not.
Got it. That definitely clears some of the stuff up. And I'm sure that a lot of this is just some of the more drama-oriented channels, like taking one thing that they think they understand and then blowing it out to this whole community who then repeats it. But so if you're not working with law enforcement and it kind of became, it sounds like it was kind of an almost accidental thing that you ended up getting involved. Obviously you have, I don't mean to say that like it was completely by chance, but that like you weren't looking to get involved in the case.
Right.
But so that you did, and you said you had some conversations with Chris Proudfoot, and then that you ended up going and sitting down with him. At what point, though, did this become an official working relationship? And what I mean by that is, I guess there would be two stages to that. There's, you're actually actively communicating with him and saying, hey, I'm helping you out, versus, he's paying you or somebody is paying you. Like, when did that switch happen?
Let me just pull up the retainer agreement so I can tell you exactly.
Yeah, I guess the question would be, when were you officially hired?
Yeah.
We're gonna go back a minute.
Different. One's rural, one's city. It just didn't seem to have connected.
Trying to get to that right spot. It was.
I met with him on one of my other trips out there. We met for. He had me in his house. He said, "Just come to the house and let's sit down and talk." And that's kind of how it started. He didn't hire me there, but we started talking more, and then as I came back, and I also have two other open cases in East Tennessee of two females that are Holly Bobo Act missing persons under TBI. So I'm there quite a bit, and through that, it ended up getting to the point where they decided that they wanted to bring me on board.
Gotcha. So when you say that you had spoken to law enforcement and just had some people kind of reach out to you, were these Sumner County? Were these Nashville, TBI?
It was people that were involved in the search and rescue, and they just had it was somebody that had a question about why some of my grids were going, and it just had to do with more of a search theory based on lost person behavior. So it was not. I'll tell you, it was not one of the detectives. It was not the agents involved. It was just somebody involved in the search and rescue efforts, which they're an extension of law enforcement.
All right. So, well, when you say, was this one of like, there's, there'll be, trying to think of an exact example, but you've got organizations like United Cajun Navy, for example, that come in and they get involved. They might be requested by law enforcement, but they're not actually a law enforcement organization. Were the people you were talking to, were they like such and such county search and rescue?
Yeah, they were with the official search and rescue. No, United Cajun Navy, just to be clear, nothing to do with.
Oh, I know you don't have any.
Y'all, this is too much. It's just too much to listen to. I don't know if you heard a while ago, but the man did say, I work for Sebastian Rogers. They are the ones that could actually sign, I guess, and pay for him. But thank you, Cool Gamer says, love the glasses and scarf. A girl gotta look good, even if she's a goat. But he made the comment directly after that, guys. The very big important part of this that I wanted you to hear is at the very, very beginning of this, when he says, I work for Sebastian. I'm here for Sebastian. If I was to find any evidence of wrongdoing with Katie or Chris, I would definitely go and take it to law enforcement. Did y'all hear him say that? Did anyone by any chance hear him say those words? Okay, Miss Rhonda, thank you. So with that in mind, I want to bring something to the table. I want us to think outside of the box. Y'all ready? Because I want to know, what does Steve Fisher know? He was here. He was investigating, per se. He was throwing out videos that already been debunked and all the stuff, doing exactly what he does the best, I'm assuming. Then he disappeared, guys. He says he's still working Sebastian's case, but he's got other cases he's been working. Lots and lots of other cases. You go to his ex account and you're going to see every other month a missing persons poster of Sebastian. What did he discover, I wonder? And to think about that, he started working new cases. Now listen clear. He started on other cases March 15th. Slightly before the search warrant was served on February the 7th, we all come to learn he had video footage from KK's booty bumping buddy right behind her that didn't turn it over to law enforcement because he was law enforcement. But Mr. Fishsticks, he ended up getting it, putting it out there, put a banner up so you couldn't see nothing of the back of the house. Mob crew took it down and we saw lights on in the house. Around 3 o'clock in the morning. Shortly after that, there's a warrant served at Katie and Chris's house. Shortly after that, SF Investigates goes on to investigate other cases. I want to know what he knows and what made him walk away from Sebastian's case. He just told us if he found anything. Jen. But he's already said if I find anything against Katie and Chris, I'm going to turn it into law enforcement. Or do you think he would have actually turned in information to law enforcement? Or do you think that hefty fee that he was paid by the Proudfoot family was enough to keep him from actually going to law enforcement, and therefore he just bolted? Me too. I think he actually did come across some things, because when he got those photos, he only put out one, but he had all kinds of photos, and we know there was activity in that backyard happening. We've seen it with our own eyes. Why wasn't the neighbor's camera jammed up like the rest of them? But it doesn't seem to be that's what actually happened. I mean, if we stop and we think about it, there was only one picture we saw at 3 o'clock in the morning. It seemed to be typed in. It really looked to me as if someone actually typed on that picture. inserted that onto it. And I don't know. I got questions. What did he find out? What did he see in all those pictures? What did he do with all those pictures? Where are all those pictures is what I would like to know. Because shortly after that, there's a warrant served to their home. February the 7th. March 15th, he starts working other cases. And it could be possibly just before the 15th that he actually started other cases, but that's when he started posting on social media about all the other cases. Where are the photos from Chris Carr's house? What did they show? What did he see? I want to know. He said he would hold him to the fire, but did he? Is that the reason for the warrant? Did that have anything to do with that warrant? Just asking, putting it out there for everybody, because something was happening. This is a man that lives in the home that went to the vigil, that very first one they were going to have there in the neighborhood, because it was just a neighborhood vigil. And he left crying, saying it's bad. It's bad. It's very, very bad. It's very, very questionable to me, is what it is. And it's worth talking about, because what did he find out? I wonder. I really wonder about that, because, he was being paid. And the two other cases that he said he was covering while covering Sebastian's case, and everything, those girls are still missing. He was all up in the David and Celeste case. From what I hear, he released photos that was not supposed to be released yet because they were evidence. Screwed the case up. I've always said, and I'll continue to say it, SF Investigates was hired, I believe, in my opinion, to cause distraction. We saw the video they put out saying, look, there's hope. Sebastian could still be alive. They gave it to the lady that did the interview the first day. The first year that he was missing, the 1 year mark. Remember? That's a friend of theirs. She goes to the church that they all go to. And, oh, the little connections are just insanely crazy. I was listening today to a story about a cult. It was at that time that one of the investigators made the comment, and it stuck out to me like bingo. He said that when there are way too many coincidences in a case to even try to sit down and count, that's when those coincidences need to turn into facts. 1 or 2 times having a coincidence is enough. There was Seclusion that had told us he had, or she had, let me find it here, that Seclusion had done a comparison on paper between Diana Downs, Susan Smith, and Katie Proudfoot. Well, I kind of started looking into it. Now, this is who hired SF Investigates, okay? I'm going to play something here, and it's a ABC News thing. We're not going to show it. I'm just going to play it. Let me put some music back on for us. But it is on Diana Downs. I don't know if any of you are familiar with her case. But she was the mother who was driving her kid. Farrah Fawcett, I believe, is the one that played her in the movie. She pulls over on the side of the road and she shoots her children, the 3 kids in the back seat, unalives 2 of them, and very badly injures the oldest one. She then turns it on herself and shoots herself only in the arm. And then drives all the way to the hospital saying there was a man that attacked them, blah, 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 blah. On this interview, you're going to hear Nancy Grace. She will speak out. And it's quite comical because, y'all, this could seriously be Katie Proudfoot she's talking about. Let's listen to this real quick. Here we go.
Police decided to bring Diane Downs for another interview. Detectives are no longer being Mr. Nice Guy, flying hardball.
Back on tape, and at 16:11 hours, the present here is Elizabeth Diane Downs.
Now, I wish I could play this, and I'm going to try it, guys, okay? Because I want y'all to be able to see the words that she's saying, because this is off of a cassette tape player. This is how long ago this was. And it's kind of hard to make out some of her words. So let's try it, okay? If y'all don't mind, give me just a second. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up because I had closed everything a while ago. But let's try it because I really hope that y'all can see and listen and hear. All righty, here we go. Hold on. Hold on, here we go. Had to pause it for a minute. All righty, let's do this. Let's try it out. Say a prayer to work. It's not very long, only like 6 minutes. I think I've said that before, y'all. Put KK in a room. Don't let her out. Question her. Because her story started changing. And you heard Nancy Grace. When the timeline and your story continues to change, something's not right here. Wait, what? Somebody's too smart, they think? This is Diane Downs. This was back in the 70s. This case. She unalived 2 of her children, and her other daughter was very badly wounded. But listen to the similarities between the two. And it's almost as if you can see Sebastian's case right here before our eyes because of all the things they're saying. Oh, Kathy, I would like to see KK and Nancy Grace in a room alone. Yep, for sure. Yeah, she even sounds like Katie. That's her oldest daughter. Her mother did this to her. Yeah, her eyes are freaky looking. And you never saw her cry. She always smiled for the camera, as a matter of fact. And, you know, she was a great combination between Sebastian's stepfather and his mother. In my opinion, of course. There you go, folks. But I want to replay at the beginning when Nancy Grace comes on. Hang tight. Let me see here. I want y'all to listen to Nancy Grace's words. Let's go just a tad. Here we go. Let's listen again. Listen to this part. Ah, she loves it. Nancy loves when a perpetrator changes their story. Loves it, guys. Loves it. And then it goes on to talk to her. All right, let's stop this. Just let me get that music down. I just wanted to play that for you because the similarities there is just gross. Of course, we use that for copyright purposes, for learning, education, and for criticism. Yeah, there is a movie out there, and if you can ever find it, it is worth the watch. I did watch it one time because I was so interested in it. I heard about it, and I happened to find the movie and watched it, and it was absolutely sad. So sad. But you heard her. She was cocky. She thought she could outsmart everybody. And yes, when they prosecuted her, she was pregnant. Not married, but pregnant. And so the daughter that survived does the story. She has a documentary that they did for her. And it's just sad. Sad, sad, sad. Well, hello, Lizzie. How are you doing? But guys, why did Stephen Fisher back away from Sebastian Rogers' case? He starts out talking mad crap about Seth and, you know, his minions, you know, and all the drama. They just love to say we're nothing but drama over here. We're just looking into facts. That's all. It's what we do. It's what we do best. So why is it that he brings out this revelating picture? We've all seen it, that 3 a.m. picture with the banner over it. And he's going to play it off like not a big deal, you know, it's just a picture. Something's not right about that. And why? Right after that, was there a warrant served? Why was there a warrant served to that home? What was it that they wanted to go in and see or look for? Did he turn anything over? Because he said if he found something, he would. Did any of those pictures that he had in his possession, did they have anything in it that was worth turning over to law enforcement? Is that why he walked away? I'm just wondering because I got questions. Let's see here. I thought I had the picture somewhere. I was looking for it, but no. Oh, thank you, Brenda Sue. Thank you. He already got the chop. Hiya. Get out of here. We ain't paying you no more money. Probably, Niecy. Probably, they seem to be very lawsuit happy. Yes, small sacrifices. That's the name. Thank you, Catfish. I have been trying to wreck my brain, trying to figure it out. Oh, Lizzie, thank you. I just would like to know, what is it that man knows? Why did he walk away? He had photos that no one else had because that guy did not turn them over to law enforcement. How did he get those photos? Did KK Sweet talk her buddy into it? I'm just asking. I wonder if she did. I wonder if she said, "Hey, look, you got to turn these in, They need them." I'm sure that didn't happen. I'm sure KK did not want that to happen. Just a guess. But that would be my guess. And on top of all the stuff, I wonder what SF Investigates, found out. Just wondering. And it was his words, guys. His words that said, if I find something towards Katie that points towards Katie and Chris, I will turn it in. And then months later, he starts working other cases, not Sebastian's case. The 1 year mark, he puts out a video that had already been debunked. Already. And put it out as facts. I mean, guys, here's the look. I'm going to show y'all this real quick because this is no, stop it. This is the picture that they say there's a person in it. Do y'all see a person in this light area towards the right of this photo? Yes, Diana. Yes. That was him. That was him. He said it's bad. It's very, very bad. Yep. This is a screenshot from that video. They say they see Sebastian at this point, and they highlight the area that we should see a person. I mean, wow. I do not see Sebastian either. Yeah, frosty morning. I'm telling you, it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. The man was going out to walk his dog and somebody was getting their cat. You know, it's like, come on. There was not Sebastian in this photo. And then law enforcement puts out really quick, like, we debunked this video within just a few days. Law enforcement debunked it a year prior to them finding this video and creating hope. It's not needed. It's absolutely gross. They put something out that nobody should play around with a kid's life. And folks, that's where we're at. They were playing around, causing all kinds of distractions, showing things like this that does not clearly show Sebastian standing there walking or anything. That's the person they paid big bucks for. Or was that done intentional? That's my question. That's my question. Did they pay him to do just exactly what he did and then send him on his way? Because I got questions. Why would anyone risk their wonderful career that he just sat there and took 500 million minutes to say and to describe how great his career was? Why would he do all that he's done that continuously gets debunked? Yeah, Mama 70. That's something I would like to know. The cop saying it was bad. It was so bad. Is he talking about the CPS reports or something else? I don't know, but there was a lot of happenings in his backyard area that night. Yes, Nisi. Wild Child says, but Lolly, SF also did the video that had already been debunked. I don't believe a word he says. He makes a mess of everything he gets involved in my opinion. Wild Child, I agree with you 100%. He does. And I'm wondering if that's why Katie and Chris hired him to come in and do exactly all these things that kept getting debunked. Just cause a distraction for a while. Put everybody over here looking into this. Get them off of us. TJ. Oh, Lord. Guys, I don't know. I don't know. I got questions. They hired him to throw more things off. I agree with you, Diana. That's what I honestly believe, you know? I know. Eric Craddock, that's a touchy thing for me because I have always respected law enforcement and it is so hard for me, but I just am having a hard time standing behind any of Sumner County law enforcement. Oh, gotcha, Wild Child. Yes, 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 yes. I understand, but what I'm meaning is he says a lot of things. Doesn't make what he says is true. Exactly. Lots of things are said. I don't know, guys. I'm wondering that timing when when I sit down and put it down on paper and I'm looking at it and I'm going, "Oh my gosh, the picture with the banner across the back, we looked at it. It was winter time. It was around January-ish. Late December, early January. He had those pictures. He put it out to prove a point. Mob crew ends up taking the banner off, removing it, and we see lights on in the house at the timestamp of 3:06 in the morning. Then February the 26th, February the 7th, there was a warrant served to Katie and Chris's home. There was another warrant served April. But by the time the second warrant was served in April, Stephen Fisher had already moved on to new cases and started posting about those cases March 15th. He occasionally, on all of his social media stuff, will put up something like a flyer, maybe, of Sebastian's. He will get into all the drama of all the things that are said, but not anything positive to help find Sebastian. So when you sit down and you look at all of it, you have to stop and ask, where's the photos from Chris Carr's house? Did SF Investigates get all of those photos or just one? Did he get the photos from that night? If so, there would be a story to tell. And if he was a man of his word, he would have had to turn them over to law enforcement. Just saying. And then he moves on to other cases. They were paying him. They paid him big dollars. And he came in and did nothing but destroy Sebastian's case, put false information out everywhere he could. And then he gets mad and angry at the Lore Lodge because the Lore Lodge made him look like a bumbling idiot. Sorry, but he did that all on his own. The Lore Lodge didn't do anything to him. There was a camera mounted on the back corner of his home. It wasn't one on the porch, but there was one on the back corner of his home. I know, Daisy. I worry about Bobby. Well, guys, listen, I'm going to let y'all go. If y'all would like, we can go an hour earlier over on the other channel because we got lots to talk about tonight. For those of you who don't know that have come in, I think about 8 o'clock tonight, 8 p.m. Central. That's about an hour and a half from now. We're going to go live on my other channel, What the Fuss. We're going to talk about all the stupidness that's being said, that was said last night. Yeah, we'll go about 8 o'clock. Okay. That'll give everybody time to grab something to eat, relax for a minute, all the things. And then we'll go live here in about between an hour, hour and a half. Okay. Daisy just dropped the link to What the Fuss. If y'all would like to join us over there, please do. We would love to have you come hang out. Oh, goodness. Goodness, Pink Warrior. That's early. Guys, thank y'all for hanging in there. I know tonight we had some glitches and all the things, but we made it work. And I'm telling you, that seclusion was right on with it when with the comparison between Diana Downs and then a mixture of Katie and Chris. My goodness. Last night was bad. It was so bad. I have questions about it. So many questions. Oh, and these people want to say we're the bad ones over here talking mad, stupid stuff about Sebastian. None of us have ever said that. But we're going to talk over on What the Fuss. I want to get away from Sebastian's channel with this one. So y'all come join us here in about an hour and a half, guys. And whew, we got some talking to do. And we're going to listen to all of their shenanigans. It was Small Sacrifices, Retha. And it had Farrah Fawcett in it. Yeah, Small Sacrifices. There is a documentary that has been put out about her daughter, the one that was injured that had to get on the stand and identify her mother. She was adopted, and her adopted family tried to shelter her as much as possible. But man, the comparison there. Thanks, Diane. Hope you can make it. What song was it Diane kept playing? Oh, what is it? Hungry Like a Wolf. That's it. She played that song, Hungry Like a Wolf. She was psycho crazy, but she was very confident that she could outsmart everybody. Just kind of almost like somebody else we've been covering. Just saying. Guys, before we go, let's always remember everything we do over here. Myself, along with moderators, subscribers, and anyone in chat express their opinions on this channel. We present speculation, possibility, and show things found for everyone to decide for themselves what opinion they have. We're here for helpful purposes only. We're not here for drama, hate, or anything negative. Please respect all opinions. And as always, my content is not to be used in a negative way at any time. I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank you all for always showing up. I appreciate it more than than you can ever imagine. Yes, we're going to talk about that tonight, Nisi, as well, before we start on what all got said last night. We're going to talk about that because, yeah, y'all heard Nancy Grace. I love it when there's a new timeline added. Let's do all the ranting and raving over there, guys, okay? So, until 8 p.m. Central, y'all be good. I'll see you soon. Love and hugs. Good night.